Hello everybody. Welcome to our very last video where I am going to go over content, and I'm going to go over how our content integrates with our course schedule, which is how you're going to navigate the course. So this is going to be a really important video for you to pay attention to, so you know how to navigate and what your job is, and so you won't be lost when we start going, which will be right now, really. You can get started and practice and do everything right now. And if this is before Monday, that is okay. I am fine with you starting the class right now. And then I will see you in class either Monday or Tuesday next week. So I'm going to share my screen here, and then I am going to be able to show you around our content. So remember that this is where we hang out, is in content. So you're going to click here and it's going to bring you to content. And I'm in week 1. But before we go through week 1, I just want to talk to you about where to find things that is not in the weeks. So first of all, here, if you ever need the syllabus, it's going to be right in this folder here, and then there is another web page that talks about all kinds of support services. And so there's the tutoring center and the writing center and the makeup. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So you can go ahead and read through this and figure out if there's anything good that you can glean from it. I know we're remote, so some of it seems irrelevant, but like the library is still open, but it's virtual, and the tutoring center is still open, but it's virtual. So if you follow the links, I'm sure that there's more information there that you will be able to use those services. All right, so I wanted to show you that. And then routines and tutorials has VoiceThread tutorials, has some Zoom stuff in it, and then it has a technology quick guide, which has all kinds of technology videos that are professionally done, not my homemade ones that I have done for you. So here is D2L stuff. Here's Office 365 stuff. We have another service that everybody is signed up for. So all you have to do is activate your account, and you can have a media space account. And that is where you can upload videos, or I think you even can record videos. It's sort of like it's sort of like YouTube, except it's more protected and private. And so it is something that the Min State pays for the whole system, and you have access to that. So if you're interested, you can take a look at all of these resources. And then we have Zoom, of course. So if you still have questions about Zoom, there's a bunch of things you can read here, and then there's just some miscellaneous items down here. So I just wanted to point out those things because those are where some resources are that you could really benefit. We're going to spend the bulk of this video in week 1, and I'm going to just let you know that we always will have a folder called Start Here. Every week we'll have a folder called Start Here, and that is where you're going to find your course schedule and where you're going to find your overview video. Okay, so it's the first thing on our course schedule is print course schedule. And it says, welcome to week 1, Start Here. So you can see how that is a common language between the two documents. So if I was going to print it, I would just click on it. It's going to come up in this weird box, and you scroll to the end, and you can print right from here, or you can download it. So that is how you're going to have access to your course schedule. And I would definitely print it, because then you can use it as a checkoff sheet, and it's really slick. I have it printed already. I used it as a checkoff sheet for things that I had to create for this class, and it was just perfect. It worked really great. Okay, so the other thing are the welcome class orientation videos. This is on a web page, and so I'm going to just show you that I already have one video on here, but all 4 of them will be on here. So you can get back to this if you want to look at it later, but they'll all be here on this web page. Okay, and that's in the Start Here folder. So this takes care of what is on our course schedule. Print the course schedule, and then it says activate your Zoom account. I did send on an email the directions on how to do that. They're not in the Start Here folder. They're actually in Getting Started. So if that's confusing, I'm sorry. I already emailed it to you. So I felt like that could be right here, and that's something that's super important, because those of you who have class on Monday need to have this worked out and practiced before class starts so you can get on, okay? And then it says attend class on Zoom, 8 o'clock in the morning until 9:50, which is 10 minutes to 10. So it's about 2 hours. If you are in section 11, you're going to show up on Monday mornings and Wednesday mornings. And if you are section 12, you're going to show up on Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings. So that is what you're going to have to remember. And I'm not sure if that will change or if we will use all 4 hours during the week. I have a feeling that it won't take that long, because most things that I am making are going to be available asynchronously. So most of the instruction is already on video. I do take attendance with the Zoom classes. I do expect every single person to show up every single week. And we will be doing some in-class activities and instructions. And that is the way I have contact with you. And you can ask me questions, and I can ask you questions. So that meeting, that class meeting is really important. So come to class both days. And then, where were we? So here's the orientation videos. I already talked about that. And now we're into Getting Started. This Getting Started page is not going to be in any other week. This is just for the beginning of the semester. And it can look a little overwhelming because there's just a lot in it. But really, here's the syllabus again. So you're only in one spot, right? Here's the technology quick guide again. Here's a tour of VoiceThread. If you are curious more to do some VoiceThreads and you're curious how to do that, or you're curious what it's going to be like when I decide to do my lecture on Zoom, on VoiceThread, then it's all right here, okay? VoiceThread and Zoom. So Getting Started is just getting to know the tools that we are going to use, okay? And that we have Monday. So here's Monday. These are the assignments that will be due on Tuesday usually, but I want to bring your attention to Monday on your course schedule. So Monday on your course schedule, you will see that it's asking you to do a tutorial again for the discussion board. And here it is right here. And I've already done this in one of these orientation videos, but because you will lose points if you don't do this assignment, I thought it was really important to have another video up and running so you can change the settings and uncheck the box about including the original post in the reply, okay? This walks you through it again, and I just want you to know that this was made in March, right when we went into quarantine, March of 2020. When we went into quarantine, I did this for one of my classes. And so it might have some references to the class that I actually made it for, but it still has all the information you need. So it's there. Okay, the next thing that is on our list is going ahead and doing this organizing your file thing. So I'm going to show you what this is. I made this web page and it's all about Microsoft 365, that if you download it onto your computer, that's what this first video is about, is if you are accessing Microsoft Word on your computer hard drive, then you're going to watch this video carefully. I would suggest you watch both because you might end up using both. That's what's happening with me right now. I'm using kind of both. So this one goes over if you have Microsoft Word on your computer that you've downloaded, and this one goes over 365. And both of them talk about starting a Word document and formatting the document so it's professional. And I don't go over MLA. It's just a general formatting, like put your name on your paper and throw a title up there. But you will be expected to use MLA. So if you want to start now, that's great. You can go to the Purdue Owl and get the sample paper and do it. That would be fantastic. Also, there's both of them are going to talk about organizing your files, naming your files so you understand what the file is. I can't tell you how many people hand in like document 6 and then they have no idea, and then sometimes it's not even for my class because they don't know what the document is because they haven't named it correctly. So that is, I go through that, and I go through how to organize all of this on your hard drive so it's all in folders and easily manipulated and easily found. All your stuff is easily found. So that's that. And then 365 goes over logging into your OneDrive, finding where the apps are, figuring out how to name your document because it's different than doing a save, creating folders, and then moving documents into folders. I am really not good at Office 365 on the cloud. It's just really quite different than when Microsoft is on my computer, and I know how to do my stuff on my computer, so I tend to keep doing it because it's easy. But I muddled through and I think I figured it all out, and so you will want to watch that video as well. All right, so there's that. And now we're going to get into actual content, right? So the first thing you're going to be studying on Monday is you're going to read this blog post called The Writer's Notebook. And this is just a link to that website. Here is the website, and here is the article that you're going to read. It's called Writer's Notebooks, Living the Life of a Writer, okay? And this is going to reference my college writing class a little bit, but I think you can handle it. And it's going to go over what is a writer's notebook and what do you put in a writer's notebook. It's going to give you a whole bunch of tips and tricks and hopefully inspire you to want a good notebook. And here are all kinds of links. I've embedded them in the actual text, but if you would like to, you can explore more here. Okay? All right. So that was your first like real assignment, was to read the blog post. I couldn't find it there for a second. So read that on the writer's notebook and have your brain start figuring out writer's notebooks because you are going to need one. Here is the video that I made where I show and tell my notebooks, and I just sort of show how I decorated them and how I thought about what to put on them. I hope that you're inspired to make your own and to decorate your own, and you'll be doing that on your own at home, but then you're going to want to take some pictures and put them into the writer's notebook show and tell. And I've already done this once, so I'm going to see. I started a new thread. I just clicked that, and then I entered a subject, and then you click in this box and you can type. Now, since I already did it, I'm going to cancel this. And I'm going to go back to, I'm just going to go back to this one. So here is the notebook tour. You can see that I have I named it Meg's Notebook Tour. Okay, I said, hi, you should have watched my video where I shared several of my notebooks. If you haven't watched it yet, it is posted below. Enjoy. I couldn't get YouTube to work tonight, so I just posted a picture. So these are Lainey Taylor's notebooks, and this is where I got inspired to decorate mine. Okay, so you're going to go to our notebook discussion board. You're going to put a picture in, and you're going to explain why you chose it. Okay, I'm sorry, not why you chose it, but how you're going to use your notebook and why you chose the things that you put on it. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go back to week 1, and that is everything you have to do for Monday. Tuesday, you have some pages in the Writer's Practice, our textbook, to read, 5 pages, and then you're going to take a little quiz on those 5 pages. Then there is going to be an assignment that we begin in class, and you're going to just revise it and turn in a final copy to the assignment folder after we do that in class. And then there's another assignment from the Writer's Practice. And just so you know, TWP means the Writer's Practice. Pretty sure you can handle that. So you're going to go ahead and follow the directions that are on the assignment folder for this. And you're going to follow his directions as well in the book. So you're just going to go read that, and then you'll click on this, and that will bring you to the assignment folder, which you just click upload. And I'm going to upload the poem Where I'm From, because it's there. And there it is, Where I'm From. And then I have to submit. And then once you submit, this comes up. It says confirmation email sent successfully. And I didn't hear the chime, but I'm pretty sure that I should have gotten an email. And I did. So here's the email. And it says, this email is to confirm that your submission to assignment folder, Who Are You as a Writer, was successful. And you're going to keep this receipt, because if something glitches and you have turned in an assignment and I didn't get it in D2L, sometimes that happens, and then they can track it. So you have to, if you want credit, you're going to have to save this receipt, because otherwise I don't know what's right, because I was already sleeping. Okay, so make sure that you keep that. That will help you later. All right, so now I have to get back to where I was, and there we go. Okay, so we're back to Tuesday, possibly. There we go. So you're going to have read this. You're going to finish your final draft of a project that we start in class, and then you'll upload that to the assignment folder. And then there's another assignment folder, Who You Are as a Writer. This goes along with the book. And just please follow the directions and do the very best work that you can. And then here is your letter of introduction. So you're going to write that and put it on a discussion board, and everybody will be able to read it, and 3 people hopefully will comment, or at least 1. Hopefully you guys are going to take care of that nobody gets left out, even the people at the very bottom. So make sure that you're being equitable in those replies. And there you have it. Your job is going to be to reply to 3 people and anybody who replies to you. So that is Tuesday. So let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday, you're going to do your first mentor text, and it's from a poem, the Where I'm From poem. And I go over that poem in a video. So you have a Word document. I would print it out so you have it in front of you. And then you're going to watch my video, and I just do a little brainstorming and I tell you my process. And then you're going to turn in your rough draft on the same day. So there you have it. And there's a whole bunch of steps. So make sure you are reading over those steps and you know what's what. Okay? All right. So I think that that's done with Wednesday. And then we go to Thursday. And here you're going to post your final draft to the discussion board. And then we'll all be able to read them. And then there is this discussion board that's called Powerful Essays. And this is where you are going to go and find an essay that knocked your socks off, that you thought was absolutely brilliant. And then you're going to post the link in the discussion board, and we are going to revisit these mentor texts several times over the next couple of weeks. And so we're going to be reading and replying and responding. Okay? So just follow those directions and you've got it. And then on Friday, it looks like the Where You're From, you need to just go in and reply if you haven't already. And that's our week. So I do want to show you that on the course schedule, it translates almost exactly, right? You have Monday, you have a tutorial for the discussion board because that is absolutely required. You have the organizing your files in Microsoft Word, which if you're not familiar with Microsoft Word, you're going to want to watch those. The letter of introduction is here, the blog post, the video. You're going to do creating at home by yourself, and then you're going to show and tell your writer's notebook for one of our discussion boards. So you're going to tell us all about those. All right, and then Tuesday, it's all here again, right? So it should line up with our content. If you have questions about that, let me know. And I think I have explained all of your assignments to you. I am so happy to start class. So I'm excited to start on and to look at what kind of writers you are, and I can't wait to see how well you grow over the semester. I will see you in the next the next presentation. Okay, have a great day.